Find a job you love and you'll never work a day again in your life. Easier said than done, right? Now this is a statement that is very, very commonly floated around in the world. But did you know that according to official data, only between 10 and 15% of the global workforce is passionate about their jobs? Now, what's the definition of passion? Well, passion is defined as a strong feeling of enthusiasm for something or towards doing something. For example, I'm passionate about farming. Actually, I'm so passionate about farming that I actually quit my medical job as a doctor to simply concentrate on farming. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. How, of all the things in the world that you could do, did you know that your passion would lie in farming? How come it's farming? It's not building aeroplanes, it's not engineering, it's not playing guitar. Actually, I do love and play the guitar. But how did you know that farming is where your passion is? Well, that's the entire point of this video, right? We're going to be going through that. So this entire thing of finding a job you love and you never work a day in your life is quite crazy, because how do you even tell me to find a job I'm passionate about when I don't even know what I'm passionate about? How? To discover your passion, you need to look at life in two ways. One of them is the holistic view of life. Imagine the way someone would look at Earth from space. You can't see the nitty-gritties of what is inside there, but you can see the general picture of what it is. So that's how you have to look at life. You know, the general picture of what you would want your life to be like. The other side is the more elementary and detailed view of life. This is the task-minded view of life. You look at the smaller nitty-gritties and the things that actually do entail life. Now we're going to look at them one by one, starting with the holistic view of life. Now when we look at the holistic view, some call it a vision statement, others call it, your general life goal. For me, I think that's too serious. I don't like the whole thing of a vision statement. The idea is, what do you want your life to look like? The general picture of what you would want your life to look like. For me, for example, I hated the whole idea of having to work 9 to 5 each and every day. I hated the whole idea of doing the same thing over and over again. The idea of a routine each and every day, I didn't like it. I personally wanted to be able to do what I want, whenever I want, from wherever I want. So for me, that was a holistic view of my life. No 9 to 5, no routines, the ability to work from anywhere, do whatever I want, anytime I want. Now, note that I've actually spoken about doing whatever I want from wherever I want. Working, you understand? So I didn't think about not working as part of my life. I actually hated working. There's this time during COVID that I actually got COVID and I fell sick. And I think for around 1 to 2 weeks, I was just in bed. I couldn't work. Oh my God, it was the most pathetic time of my life. It actually made me realize how much I loved work. But yeah, that's the entire thing. I wanted to actually continue to work, but on my terms, from wherever I want. The other thing that I wanted to do was to be able to do whatever I want without considering the cost of anything. So for me, these two main things, being able to do whatever I want from wherever I want without a routine, without 9 to 5, and actually being able to do whatever I want without thinking about the cost, formed the general picture of my life. It gave me some general picture of life and course and direction in life, because I know what I want my life to look like. Now for you, it might be quite different. What do you want in life? Maybe you want to be able to cause a change in the world, in that all kids should go to school, or as many kids as you can influence are able to go to school. Or maybe you want to raise the best parented children in the world, and for you that's your life's goal. That's the general picture of your life. Those huge and general pictures actually point you towards a particular direction, because they then drive your passions and the more detailed things that you would want in your life. Some people say you should divide your vision or goals into professional and then personal. But I personally don't agree with that, because then I feel like you're dividing your life into two different things, which I believe is unrealistic, because the goal is for you to enjoy each and every second of your life, for you to find purpose in each and every second and everything that you do in life. So to separate your life into professional and personal, I feel is very unrealistic and unreal. Well, it's realistic because a lot of people do it, but I feel like it's not good enough. It doesn't give you satisfaction, the general satisfaction that you can get from life. So I'm the person who believes that we live one life, and your professional life and personal life should actually be one life. Now, the second thing about the holistic view that you need to think about is your values. Now, your values are very important, and these are not things that should just come from a notebook or something you read somewhere. No, I believe that values are inherent. They are things that are already part of you, and it's not like drawing values for a company where you just sit down and you're like, okay, we want honesty, we want, purpose-driven, goal-driven. No, values in life are something that are inbuilt and born in you. And you can sit down, all you need to do is actually sit down and think about it, meditate upon them, and you'll actually see them in reality. For example, for me, I love learning. And one of the values for me in life is being able to learn. So I can't tell you that I'll go and sit down and do a kind of job or some kind of work that's not going to enable me to continuously learn and discover new things. That for me is core and it's very important in my life. So for you, that might be something different. It could be leadership, for example. So whichever path that you're going to take, it's a path that requires that there's leadership being portrayed in you. It could be honesty. For some people, it's family values. They hold their family in high regard. For some people, it's stability. Whatever you want to choose, you want to feel stable, not too much risk-taking. While for some people on the other side, it's risks, yeah? If their life is so stable and there's no risks, there's no chaos, they don't like it, they hate it and they won't be comfortable. So for them, they want a kind of life where there's a lot of risk-taking, possibilities which can range from very high to very low. So you need to sit down and think about all these values. There are tens and hundreds of values that people can hold in life. Some people, it's health. So whatever you choose to do, you want to be able to look after your body and feel like you're in the perfect health each and every day of your life. And that will determine a lot of where your passions lie. So sit down and think about it. Okay, then now we flip over to the other side, which involves the smaller details, the tasks involved in the bigger picture. So you've come up with the entire idea of what you would want your life to look like. Then now we can start over. The first thing to do is do as many things as possible that are aligned to your values and goals in life. You need to try out as many things as possible. You can never discover what your passions are without trying out things. If, for example, I hadn't tried playing the guitar, I would never have known that I love to play the guitar. You understand? If I hadn't considered doing farming, I'll tell you the honest truth. For me personally, I wasn't born in a farming family. I was born in the city. My parents, well, maybe they had done farming earlier on when they were younger. But my parents did introduce me to farming. I was born in the city just seeing roads and cars and houses and no farms at all. So it's only when I decided to try out farming, simply because I wanted to do it as a business, that I later found out that it's something that I actually do enjoy and love. So it's a passion that I actually discovered. It's not like I knew 100% that farming is something that I love. I first went into it, and after I started doing it and I noticed that it was bringing me money, I actually noticed that I enjoy it. So you need to try out as many things as you can. Step out of your comfort zone. Do as many things that align with your values and vision as possible. So for example, for me in farming, I knew that I can discover and learn things. Guys, up to now, I still learn and discover a lot of new things about farming, because there's always new things coming up. New things that I had no idea can actually be implemented. I still discover up to now. Number 2, try to find fulfillment in the act of doing things and not waiting for the end results for you to find fulfillment and satisfaction. For example, for me, I do enjoy making videos. That's why I make these videos on YouTube. It's something that I've always loved. Even before I started making YouTube videos, I liked the whole idea of it. I would watch people making videos and I would be like, whoa, this would be cool. This is something nice. Can I also do this? Yeah. So for me, when I'm making YouTube videos, I try to enjoy the entire process of making the videos. I enjoy looking at myself in the camera. I enjoy, designing the place, the background, making sure it's artistic and looking good, so that I'm enjoying the moment. The thing that I could wait for could be maybe to get 10 million views on YouTube, and then I'm happy. And if I don't have 10 million views on YouTube, then the entire process is worthless and useless for me. But that's not something I have control over. I have no control over whether this video will get 30,000 views or 1 million views. It's something I totally don't have control over. But then I can enjoy making the videos. And so if you enjoy the process of whatever you're doing, then you can do more and more of it. There's research that has been done that actually shows that people who enjoy doing something will end up doing more of it, and people who end up doing more of the same thing that they enjoy are more likely to succeed in it and actually have results. So enjoy the process and don't just wait for the end results for you to actually enjoy the fruits of whatever you're doing. Otherwise, it ends up being very frustrating for you. Number 3, consider the things that you're actually afraid of doing. The interesting thing is that usually the things you're afraid of doing are the things that we would most love to do. But we don't think that we actually love to do them because we are considering and thinking about all the external factors. For example, what if I fail? What if my family talks about me? What if they put me in the newspapers? What will my lecturer say? So all these things that you're thinking about, they're just holding you back and putting you back from something that would actually be your passion. If you're, for example, considering starting a YouTube channel and you've thought about it, but then you're thinking, what will my parents say? What if I don't get views? Hey, your passion might actually be in making videos and putting them outside there. So just consider it and just go and do it, whichever the case. What is the worst thing that could actually happen to you if you did it? Just imagine and think about it. What's the worst thing? So the things that we actually do fear to do a lot of times, actually the things that we are passionate about and the things that would give us the most satisfaction and joy. So just get outside there. It doesn't matter what you feel, it doesn't matter what you're considering, and do it. And finally, you need to believe that it's actually possible for you to discover your passion. A lot of people, they don't discover their passions and they actually don't go outside there to try and discover what lights them up because they don't think it's possible. They are probably 45 years old or 50 years old and they're thinking, I've come halfway my entire life and I've not discovered my passion. What are the odds that I'll discover my passion for the rest of my life? So you can't just sit down there and believe that you won't discover your passion and then you'll just land on it. You need to change your mind. You have to have a mindset shift and actually believe that it's possible for you to discover your passion and then you'll encounter it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, smash the notification bell, that way you never miss out on an upload. Catch you very soon with another video. Bye-bye.